Hey everybody, welcome, one and all. Hopefully you all are doing alright. Welcome, let us hop on in. Hey S-Man-chan, hey Chase, hey Universon, hey Coperator, hey Rilani, hey Setsuna, hey Poncho Hamster, welcome. I don't know about a jump scare, I mean it might be a Jack the Ripper jump scare. We'll have to see. But at any rate, how are you all? Wow, it's a bright, beautiful, sunny day in Hardcore with Jack. Minecraftia. God, who remembers when it was called Minecraftia? Like, unironically. That was something of a an old school term. It was never officially called that, but if you were a Yogscast fan back in the day, you may or may not recall that. I don't know. Yes, it is a jump scare, Coperator. Welcome, welcome. I heard about your World Edit mishap, Coperator. I'm sorry that you somehow screwed up all the plain stuff you had. How did you manage that? Did you delete the world? Did you... Like, what happened with that? I find that hard to believe. Can you turn up the music? This is fire. Oh, I'm sorry. Well... I turn up a teeny bit, but not too loud. Hey, Chase, welcome. Okay, good. It got big since the last time you saw it, Bong Bong. Well, good. I'm glad you're coming back to see it. I know it's, there we go. It's not too bad of a build now. I'm working on the fourth wall. I don't intend to break the fourth wall, don't worry. Except sometimes. Sometimes I might. But I intend to make the fourth wall look amazing. And just for another little update treat here, I've got this. So yeah, just as a reminder, I'm sort of making something like this middle section here on this wall. That's the kind of feel I'm going for. Hey Sam, Elden Ring randomizer is crazy. I can imagine it's something. How have the rings of Elden been treating you? Oh my god. When it comes to placing stairs, I am not good at this. I think it might be a better idea to do it one layer at a time instead of three. So I thought it placed a block when you didn't, and tried to use the fill command and added too many zeros, resulting in an undoable change. Jesus Christ. Well, lessons learned. I'm so sorry, man. Could have been worse, I suppose. What about red nether brick? Yeah, we'll get to that. That's probably going to be on a higher layer. I may or may not do, like, additional little bits after I'm, quote, done with a wall, because, like, that wall is sort of, air quotes, done, but not really. This looks so cool. I'm too impatient to ever do something like this. I'm sorry, Nathan. Well, maybe you can live vicariously through me. You should stick around and subscribe and like and favorite and all that other shit. Leave a comment and all that stuff, and follow me on Twitter and all that other jazz, and you can live vicariously through my ability to create stuff. I guess. I don't know. Some people may or may not like doing that. Your mileage will vary, of course. My base is better than most hardcore bases. Well, that's because I'm going all out on the building part. A lot of people don't build, at all. They build, but they aren't, like... They're doing whatever is serviceable, or they're doing whatever is, like, pleasant, but they're not going above and beyond. You know what I mean? There's good, there's good enough, and then there's great and amazing, and I'm trying to be great and amazing. I guess I'm kind of getting there. I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm the best of the best, but that, well, I'm giving it my all. I don't know how else to say it. Whoa. Oh, I just suddenly saw there are holes in this wall. No. Well, I guess that means I didn't properly fill them in or something. Okay, so I need chiseled stone brick, cobbled deep slate, I've got to fill in. I was like, wait a minute, did these get blown up? Did I not? No, yeah, this is when I was using Lightmatica to copy the wall section down there to over here. And I didn't do it right. I'm not always so good at what I want, what I like to do. Oh, I like this song. It's such a bump. A bop. Bump. What the fuck is wrong with me? It's a bop. Okay, so 1 stack each should be enough. But at any rate, yes, Hardcore with Jack. 100, 200, 3,000, 1,000 days. Yeah, it's been a long time. I calculated up a while ago. This has been several weeks now. How many days I've had since the screw up in the day system. It's been a long time since even that, come to think of it. Okay, where's the first hole? Oh, I'm standing on it. So yeah, I'm probably day 18, 1900, somewhere in there. Uh-oh. Okay. So here's how you place blocks up under a block. Damn it. Okay. Let me put something right there. There we go. Lodge myself under there, and then I can do that. Oh, whoops. But that's fine. Ugh. Crap. I knew I'd do that. Oh, wait. I'm stupid. I should be doing it from the outside here. I've got a lip to stand on. There we go. It is a bump, yes. You got to day 900 of your hardcore before yesterday. Day 800 was in August before the fan server, which took most of the time for half a year. Well, I mean, you played there. Like, yeah, of course your hardcore world didn't get as much play. That's just how it is, Poncho. Your mental health Twitter's too bad. Yeah, don't follow me on Twitter if that's going to hurt you. If you're all right with it, is more what I meant. And also, I was kind of tongue-in-cheek saying that. So I didn't mean to, you know, do those things because you need to do those things. How dare you if you don't? But it's more of a, you know, if you'd like, feel free to. You can follow me and keep up with what I do and all that other jazz. But I don't blame you if you don't care. That's perfectly understandable. When will the cat get its own avatar? Oh yeah, Ellie's not been here in a while, has she? Ellie's, like, she's just sleeping a lot. She's a sleepy, sleepy kitty. She more or less just sits there, lays in her bed, and gains weight. She doesn't do anything. She doesn't come into my room and meow at me a lot. I could abduct her and bring her in here if I really wanted to. I don't know if I should, though. I love my little kitty, but I like giving her due rest if she's, you know, not necessarily wanting to come in here. I didn't know how to play on the fan server and on hardcore at the same time. You hate to burn out. All right, fair enough. Burnout is something I have experienced, so I'm well aware of how easy and hard it is to avoid, how easy it is to bring on, and how bad it can be for you. Haven't you died in this world before? Yes, I have. I really only, what I do is I make a backup every month, and if I die, I load from the backup. So I end up dying and losing up to a month's worth of progress. So no, I don't play hardcore in the traditional style. I will just tell you right now, I don't care to play it that way. The number one reason for that being that I would just go right back to doing this exact same build. So if I died and had to delete and start over from scratch, I would just be back to digging a giant hole and I'd be making a giant tower in it and that's it. Like, nothing would really change. And honestly, I feel like that would be very boring. Nobody would want to see that. That is to say, nobody would want to see me dig out the same hole 20-something times in a row. I don't know. Not a single thought going on in that head of herbs. Oh, okay. What exactly are we going for the base? Note, no offense. Oh, well, that's easy. I am going to try to make something similar to the Citadel from Half-Life 2. There we go. So I'm going to make it the hole down here at the very bottom of the tower. I'm going to make the hole more circular. I may or may not make this raised sort of barrier-looking thing. I'm going to lava cast down into the hole because the hole goes down to bedrock. So I'm going to lava cast down into that to make it look like it's an absolute, shithole. It's going to be so cool. And then I'm going to make this sort of giant alien-looking tower. But I'm taking a lot of liberty on the design and just sort of doing whatever I want. And then I'm going to fill the insides with like tubes and hallways and passageways and farms and crap like that. 3 times? 3 stars? What are we 3-starring universe? I don't understand. On the thumbnail of your cinematic, it says day 2800. That was in January. Wow. Didn't you try to make a cinematic of something of mine, Poncho? The Space Valk 3 download that I gave out a while ago? Hey, DB Coop, how are you? Builds always look like Skyblock. Well, this one, I'd like to think I'm deviating a lot from the standard Skyblock design. Like, this is a tower very firmly planted in the earth, coming out of the earth. That kind of thing. And obviously I'm going to round off the sides here. But yeah, that's the idea. What if, like, every other Twitch streamer and build your base out in the ocean monuments? God, no. That would be awful. I can't imagine building out of an ocean monument. Dying to see how I'm going to design the perimeter hole. It's going to be a rough hole. It's not going to be a perfect hole. I'm just going to dig down and dig it out. I'm mostly trying to save the resources for the tower itself. Because, like, look at how empty and open this space is. Even after I've gotten all 6 walls finished, there's just going to be so much stuff that's got to be fit in the sides, in the center, and so forth. It just won't be... It won't be feasible without a lot of blocks, you know? So I want diorite, I want andesite, I want deep slate, smooth stone, regular stone, like all of it. And that stuff's got to come out of the earth because, well, it didn't grow on trees. It's complete life 4. Oh, no. Dying to see how... Oh, I already read that. Lol, no. Once it gets to 100% finished, I could make a cinematic. But it'll be the best one I've ever done. Again, I don't have the energy to do that again right now. Okay. Fair enough. Didn't Fit make a base out of an ocean monument? Sadly, yes. He fell for the ocean monument meme. However, he did it back in like 2017-ish when very few people had otherwise done that. So it was something of a newer concept, so I can't really like blame him. And also the name was really cool. Fitlantis. But sadly, that base just was not meant to stand. Hey, Voidmaster, welcome. Ah, that's alright. Don't worry about being late. You aren't too bad. It's not too bad for you being late, I mean. I understand why Inspired on the Citadel from Half-Life 2. It's such a unique build in video game culture. God, is it ever. Ever since Half-Life 2 came out, there's always been some sort of, like, design or something. Like, this is before Minecraft was a thing, obviously. But, like, there's always been something I've wanted to do with it. Some way of making it... I don't know, more real. Like the areas of Half-Life 2 in Half-Life 2 that you go through. That's just a tiny little hallway that the developers made, you know? Like it's not a full-blown complex. It's not a full-blown tower that you get to explore inside and out. You get to weave a very tight path through the entire place and then the game is over. And it's like, but what if you could live there? What if you could do stuff from there? It's like such an awesome idea. There's so many things you can do with that. Ah, fuck. didn't mean to place more. There we go. I hate it when I misplace blocks. God. I should go into creative mode and then just like make a schematic of this. And then that way I could use easy place to speed it up. I don't know. Makes a base out of witch huts. I mean, I could do that with a witch hut at the heart. Although the problem is it would be in a swamp. And the water would look poopy. The trees would look ugly. Or the leaves and the colors of the grass would look ugly. And the whole thing would just be not very appealing. I'm not going to lie. It would not be nice. I do not want to live in a swamp. That's one of the few biomes that I have outright eliminated from my repertoire. Swamps, badlands, and taiga. I can't stand living in them. Not that there's anything wrong with living in those if you wish. Just that I personally can't do it. Can't even edit your own videos you want to release this year because of the huge amount of stress you've been under recently. I'm sorry, Poncho. I hope that it all, goes away. Eventually. The stress calms down and all that. Jack the Ripped. Hey, Rossetti. Yes, I'm somewhat ripped. Dark Lantis. Ooh. Yeah, Dark Takanuva's Dark Lantis was way better. Because he'd done so much more with the area. It wasn't just Ocean Monument. It was all to service a greater end, A larger, better purpose. I don't know why I'm building the Farlands. I already finished the corner. Oh, okay. Were you going to build the Farlands on some sort of a server and trick people into believing that it was real? Question emoji. I wonder what the base in the Nether would look like if Crowbar built it. Yeah, that would be interesting to see. A piglin village, maybe? Something of that nature? Oh, shit. I would like to see what Crowbar would do about the Nether. The new Nether specifically, because the old Nether's... Old Nether isn't as easy to build in. It feels too dead and lifeless. I did actually make a Nether build way back in a single-player world when the Nether first came out. I made it out of smooth stone slabs, and I just interlaced a bunch and made glowstone fixtures everywhere. And it was pretty cool. But I lost that world, obviously. But I don't think I would ever make another Nether build. Of course, that was with the old Nether, so maybe in the modern day I might try something else, if I ever did. Jack the Dripper. Yes, I am dripping. I am dripping from this model of mine. Crowbar's Hell 2024. I guess. I don't know. Inspired by Dante Alighieri. Ooh, a piglin village, but every segment of the village represents a different layer of hell. Maybe if you got enough name tags and you stuck every piglin in a different segment of hell, you could make hell from Dante's Inferno, all 9 layers. And then you would have a piglin or a few piglins in every layer doing a thing, They would all be name tagged, and they'd be name tagged after the people who were name dropped in Dante's poem. Because, fun fact, Dante wrote a bunch of, famous politicians and magistrates and, real-world types. Well, he wrote them into his fan fiction. And then just was I don't know, all coy about it because he was in exile at the time. Oh yeah, well I wrote a fan fiction in which you burn in hell, so there. That was basically the Basically the attitude behind why Dante's Inferno exists. The poem, I mean. It was Dante's way of getting revenge, apparently. Oh, great. That's going to be a tough fix. There we go. Okay. Let's put that there. There we go. I got to get that pattern on down, right? Jack the Flipper, K-pop fanfiction? God, no. Okay. Oh, damn it. Okay, I gotta fix, or else my autism will be forever aggravated. Oh, wait. I don't know if I'm interesting enough to make videos, post drawings, like what else wants to see 70% of aircraft. I mean, I guess. Aircraft are cool, man. You just have to find the right community. Fight the right community. Oh, perfect. Okay. Yeah, the stairs are a huge pain in the ass, but that textured look is so cool. You got the vertical lines here in the diorite, and then you've got the horizontal lines in the stairs that are created by the andesite. It looks so good. And then my hope is to have it be a line of stairs going all the way up to like the tallest point here. And then I'll probably push it back in and make a sort of cavity in this segment. And then from there, I'll have I don't know, I'll do more stuff. Whatever. Like, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. It looks good, thank you. Why there's something instead of nothing? Cool question. What do you mean? Are we getting existential? Are we asking about something else? What do you mean? What do you mean, DB Coop? Do you want me to explain something versus nothing? Because I can do that again if you'd like. Slime blocks are the best scaffolding in the game. You can insta-mine them without any tool. They are easy to obtain, and it even save you from fall damage. Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty based. Slime blocks have, they've served me well, but they're a pain to walk on. It's painfully slow. So I don't know if it's necessarily worth it, but yeah. Why are we even here at all? Time itself is a meaningless illusion. Not quite. That's not what time is. Time is not a meaningless illusion. Because time is not an illusion. It's a very real phenomenon. I've never really quite understood what people meant by time is an illusion, or that everything is an illusion, or everything is fake. Like, if it's fake and everything is not real, then how can we all arrive at similar conclusions? How can we all have... You know, we all look at red. We know that's the color red. We can all unify our perception to a degree. So if it's all collectively verifiable to a degree, why does it have to be fake? Why isn't that the opposite of fake? Real is really only just what we are capable of collectively verifying as yes or no, existent. There is only truth. No other forms of existence are real, just truth. But truth, of course, takes many forms. Dali melting clocks. Well, I mean, that time was an illusion, sure, but... To deny time is to deny your reality. Yes, exactly. Time is an irrevocable, irreconcilable aspect of the universe. You can't just pretend it's not real. I imagine if you don't know what to make of it, it feels like an illusion. But I don't know. Even then, like, I've always found that time is a very real thing, that I've always experienced some sort of time. I guess I just don't get it. I don't know. I'm an old man now, so, like, I'm not in touch with the kids anymore. Oh God, please don't ever take that sentence out of context. Nobody take that sentence out of context. But that said, you know, maybe I just don't get kids, or get the youngins, the young people. Maybe I'm an old fuddy-duddy who just doesn't understand. But I'd like to think I at least get life. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about everything ever. Nothing I've ever been or done or said has ever been right. Who knows, maybe I'll always be wrong about everything. The more you're wrong, the more you realize you can never be right. Time itself has no meaning. Why are we here? Who put us here? How big of an impact on the universe do we really... all of these questions will likely never be solved. Within our lifetime, probably not. However, I wouldn't be surprised if there were actual answers to those questions. One of the answers to those questions has been theorized for a long time, and that is we are living in a simulation of some kind. This is some sort of a simulation intentionally or accidentally created to, you know, ancestor simulation, or simulate the conditions under which life might arise. In which case, I guess this universe is a giant what if. I don't know. But it's obvious the universe has a very consistent, very distinct form. Thoughts on ferrets? They're cute, you know. I've seen ferrets, but I heard they stink. They've got a little gland that they use, a scent gland that they mark their territory with. So that's kind of made me go, nah, I don't want that. But otters and ferrets are both really, like, cute. They have similar sort of shapes and styles. They're mischievous and playful. A lot of people like that. It would be cool if you made a time capsule on this world where you write your goals and open it 1 year to see if I've made all of them. On this world? Maybe. Maybe I could do that. I don't know. This universe is a high school science project. Ooh, wouldn't that be wild if it turned out to be kind of something like that? But if high school is so advanced that it can simulate an entire universe, I'd hate to see what college is like. Maybe it's a gifted high school and it's just they're getting college credit ahead of time. Who knows? Ooh, Thunder Roar. Shit. Isn't the existence of something infinitely more hard than simply nothing existing? Okay. Do you mind if I get really, really meta? Because some people hate that. Ah, fuck it. I'm going to do it anyway. If you don't like it, you can face my AK-47. Any of you who don't like that, you know where it is. You know what to do. Now then. So, why is there a something instead of nothing? Ah, good question. So, what is nothingness? We do need to reaffirm that because people who were not here when I addressed what nothingness was, you won't know. You'll be lost. You need to know what the definition of nothingness is. And you may already believe or think you have the definition of nothingness, but I guarantee you, you don't know what nothingness actually is. Nothingness is a state of all possible states and no possible states simultaneously. So why then is there something? Well, something is a state of one possible state and no other possible states simultaneously. So it's the occupying all possible states and no possible states and only occupying a single state. That's the difference. They are opposites of one another. That's why they're opposites of one another. The weird part about it is, nothingness, as far as we can tell, seems to be the default setting of the universe. Prior to the universe, there was a nothingness of sorts. And probably once the universe ends properly, however long that'll take, and I do guarantee you there will be an end of the universe, when entropy has reached 100% maximum, I imagine that's really kind of the end of a universe. At which point you have the potential for a new universe to arise out of the nothingness that will result when this universe sublimates away. In a state of 100% entropy, all possible systems, all possible states, have now broken down entirely. We get a something by this state of entropy being reset. Sort of like an inversion of it. And so it's theorized that other universes start when the previous ones, end. So why does something emerge from nothing? Probably because that's always how it's been. There's always been this sort of inversion from something to nothing and back again. That seems to be the case. We can't be sure yet. We don't know for sure if even there have been things from other universes prior to this one that have managed to make their way into this one. We suspect there are photons that have made it through black holes and have been etched into the night sky, kind of. It's a lot more complicated than that, but I'm simplifying it for you. And that is basically how things from other universes manage to survive. Whether or not that's 100% the case, it'll take a lot more time and a lot more experimentation to be sure. But that's the basic idea. Something always emerges from nothing. And that something eventually returns to being nothing. This sort of dance has always perpetuated itself. So, inevitably, if you have one, you'll have the other. Nothingness is the supreme state of all things. Probably the very first state of all things. When you go from nothingness to something, it can only be done by beginning and ending, having a definitive start and stop point. And by it having a starting and stopping point, that's how it's defined as a something. You separate a something from everything, all possibilities. You separate it out by giving it distinction, by giving it a starting and a stopping point. And so, inevitably, to start, you have to stop somewhere. You have to begin in order to end, and you have to end in order to begin. You can't separate them out. You can't have up without down. You can't have good without evil. You can't have light without darkness. You can't have hot without cold. You can't have something without nothing. And so, yes, the universe exists in that sort of duality state. And over time, it will alternate between conditions. That just seems to be the way it works, at least so far. Whether or not we can attribute any greater meaning or purpose beyond that, I don't know. But I would not be surprised if definitive answers can be found as to why we exist. Why are we all here? Well, maybe because we yearn to see and be. But who really knows right now? It's all very up in the air. Because nothing already exists in space. No, it does not exist in space. This space is not nothingness. Space is emptiness. There's no matter in space, so nothing. No, that is not what nothingness is. Hey Jack, what happens to the Farland state in Java and Bedrock? I don't know. People would go there. That's about it. It's not really that unique. Universe's priority queue? Yeah, exactly. So we are an infinite... Yeah, it seems to be an infinite cycle. Circle, cycle, whatever. It definitely seems to be that way. What was the first something? I don't know that we can ever figure that out. Who's to say, Copperator? Who's to say? Jack, you're hurting my tiny brain. I'm sorry, Nathan. The only way your tiny brain can stop being so tiny is if you expand it. And that necessarily entails some pain. I'm sorry. Cool answer. Thank you, DB. I try. I'm not going to sit here and say that that's the right answer, though. I'm only going to say that there very likely is a definitively right, a correct answer. Nothing in the universe seems to just happen. Everything has a pre-cause. Everything has this reason for existing, this incidence, this causal relation to everything else around it. Nothing happens in a vacuum, and nothing is separate from anything else. The whole universe is joined in a sort of weird dance. And it seems like that's always been the case, and that will always be the case. Whew. But anyway, it's an interesting dance that everything has been doing for millions and millions of years. And the trillions upon quadrillions more that we have yet to do it. We humans are not conquerors, we are explorers. A little bit, yeah. Nothingness is not knowing who Pop Pop is. Of course, Ta, of course. How could I be so wrong? Oh. So then, what are you describing? Cannot exist nothing. Can't exist because it is nothing. Right. Nothingness cannot exist. You are correct. Nothingness does not exist. It is a state of all possible states and no possible states simultaneously. So for it to have meaning, it has to exist under parameters. It has to exist definitively. You've got to separate it out from the rest of the universe. Or rather, from the rest of nothingness. Uh-oh. Maybe this would be easier to do upside down. Damn, I wish I could fit under this tiny little section here. Okay. I'm going to do a big brain move here. And I'm going to scaffold my way. And do it this way. Once the universe dies, it will explode and recreate itself. Something like that, I guess. Jack, it's the weekend, not school. Aw. Oh no, I have to learn outside of the designated learning time that my life has been forced to live in, or forced to be constrained to. Gasp. How horrifying, how awful. I'm sorry you have to exist. And that existence must necessitate some form of learning. You should develop a love for learning in your heart, Nathan. If you don't, you might end up coming to regret that. A love of learning will take you very far in life. Okay. Did a... No, items didn't fall down. It's okay, Nathan. You'll probably be alright. A little learning never hurt the lad. Probably. We are all Sims on Bro the Rippa's playthrough. God, no. Also, my mother is the one who plays Sims, not me. God, I don't want to play Sims. I couldn't imagine playing a game of any kind where, like, the characters inadvertently come to life. I know that's been a story in fiction for ages, but something like that. That sounds very, like, that'd be a huge responsibility. Oh shit, I can't reach. Ta equivalent to Top Hat Pop-Up addiction. Yeah, Top Hat's addiction to old school or old-timey music. That dude is something. Why is Ta so obsessed with some 30-plus-year-old that looks like Chris Chan? I know, right? I think Ta is more of a memer. Nothing Ta says is like super serious. And if you're taking him seriously, you probably are just being trolled. Chris Chan is literally Pop-Up. Oh yeah, that reminds me, Chris Chan. Oh my god, I forgot. Chris Chan got out of jail. What has Chris Chan done? I gotta look that up real fast. Is Chris Chan in like a halfway house, or what is going on here, if anything? Yeah, released from jail on the 29th. Right. I'm not seeing anything new. Complete and total radio silence since March 29th when he was released. I guess we've not gotten anything? I find that very hard to believe, though. Like, how has Chris Chan not caused more trouble since being released? It's only been a week or two, but... Yeah, nothing. No updates. Are you serious? He's just out now. March the 27th was reported as out on bond. And that's it. Not a damn other thing. I find that really, really sketchy. I thought for sure he'd be right back on like Twitter or YouTube or somewhere. Something. Maybe he's under some sort of a gag order, or he's unable to, like... Maybe he's banned from the internet, too? Because they can do that. They can ban you from the internet. Like, legitimately. Damn, that's it. Nothing. Just nothing. Okay, well, that's sad. I was hoping for, like, some sort of an incident. Oh, damn. Oh, well. You can't always, you know... Can't always get what you want, I suppose. If matter cannot be created or destroyed, then how did it get here? Because it wasn't the Big Bang. Matter existed before that. No, that's not how that works, Chase. Matter cannot be created or destroyed from within the universe. That's what that really means. No universal process within the universe can create or destroy matter. That's what that's referring to. Oh, damn it. The scaffolding idea did not work out. Maybe my brain was not so big after all. Wow, damn it. I wanted that staircase block. I'll save you, baby. Ow. Okay. Ow. Ha. Got him. Will the character show your hands? Eyes wide character. What now? Wolves hit the franchise record against the Spurs. Okay, cool. I don't know what that is, but whatever. Makes no difference to me. Jack, thoughts on Dwarf Fortress, if I know that game? Yes, I know of it, but I've never played Dwarf Fortress. I've always heard it's very difficult. Not really something I care to play. Didn't I tell you not to? Yeah, if you don't know about Chris Chan, don't know about Chris Chan. You're in a good position to not know. But if you already know from external sources, then hey, I mean, you're already in. You may as well enjoy it, right? But yeah, no, this is not a person you need to know about. Ah, shit. If you don't know who Chris Chan is, count your lucky stars. I'm going to get to that section in a second. There we go. Come on. Will the character show your hands? No. I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. I suppose I could rig it up to show hands, but there's no point. I don't wanna. Oh, crap. I placed that wrong. Ask Pop Bob, she knows everything. Yeah, sure. Okay, so I just gotta correct that. I may have to tear all this down, I don't know. So the top 5 worst video games I've ever played. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets on the PC was terrible. What else came out around that time? There were a lot of stinkers that I've played, but most of them were bad games on like the Super Nintendo. I didn't really buy bad games after that. I've never been suckered into buying a bad game out of like a review or off the backs of like rumor or something. Hey, such and such game is coming out. You should buy it. It's going to be really good. Like, no. I've always waited to see what actually happened. What caused the Big Bang? We assume it was some sort of energy level, or rather energy field, finding some sort of new equilibrium or some sort of new balance state. And that shift of energy fields caused the Big Bang somehow. At least that's the going theory. But we don't 100% know yet. Though I imagine we'll get a good enough answer at some point. When that is, however, is anyone's guess. But we get more and more advanced insight into the beginning of the universe, you know, every day. So who's to say, really? I feel we will get some good answers. I'm optimistic. Do not Google Chris Chan. Yes, exactly. Not worth your time. Like, if I raise my hands, will it display on the character? No, it will not. I have not set that up. Maybe I could, Ani. Maybe I could. Count your lucky stars. Is this some deep south praise? Have you never heard of that phrase? Do you not know about that phrase, Ani? Count your lucky stars? I'm sure it's a southern phrase, but like, how do you not know what that means? How have you not heard it before? In the North, we don't have a phrase. Oh, well, then in that case, kill yourself. No, I'm kidding. In that case, count your lucky stars that you don't know about it. No. Anyway, what is my weapon of choice? Not necessarily in Minecraft. I guess the sword? I don't know. I don't really use weapons. So I couldn't really, like, answer that question, I hate to say. Here we go. Ooh, he said kill myself. Oh, I'm gonna tell onto Twitter. Ooh. Oh shit. D&D mechanics are fun, Sprook. Yeah, they're not bad. Worst gaming experience is other online games from the early 2010s. We didn't have a router, but a Verizon hotspot. Damn. Yikes. Yeah, that feel when no proper internet to play online game with. It hurts. But thankfully, the only games that I played online that were of any quality was Half-Life and Team Fortress. The Half-Life Deathmatch and Team Fortress 2. I played very little of those back in the day. But I like, got a little bit of fun out of them. It was cool for a time, but, you know. Imagine trying to find out everything, only to find out that everything we thought we knew was completely wrong. Yeah, that would suck. But honestly, it would be necessary. If everything we knew was completely wrong, we would need to know that. That's important. Like, thinking you have the right information and it turns out you don't, well, that's really detrimental. Nothing good comes from that. So, like, no, we would need to be corrected and find out the right information eventually. That would suck. I would hate to not have the right info. As from someone from the North Star State, I've never heard of it. Well, that sounds like a skill issue, Ani. Perhaps you should level up your colloquialism stat or some shit. I don't know. Because at the moment I'm just standing like 7 foot tall NPC mannequin. Yeah, that's true. I should animate it a little bit more. It doesn't like move too terribly much compared to me. I don't know. That requires a lot of assets that I would have to draw. And if I'm going to do that, I may as well just make a new model from scratch and just make it better instead. So who knows? We'll see. Worst game you ever played was Lego Movie 2. I only got it for nostalgia purposes because the first Lego game... Whoops. There we go. First Lego game was a complete saga. Lego Movie 2 was absolute shit. Ow. Yikes. I feel bad for you, man. I'm so sorry you did that, Setsuna. Maybe that'll teach you to play games that people have at least given a decent review of. I used to watch a guy, I don't think he did YouTube at the time, but he does now. He would do reviews on The Escapist, Yahtzee Croshaw. I used to watch his reviews and formulate my opinions of the games that he reviewed on them, based on his reviews. And wow, what an absolute mistake that was. TF2 Gamer, I used to be a while ago, but I only ever played for like a year after the game came out. I stopped playing after that. TF2 was very boring after that point. I just was never that into it. But I know there are a lot of people out there who like TF2. I wasn't one of them. I like the aesthetic, but TF2 as a game was never that interesting. Region of the country ruined Sweet Caroline for everyone else. Oh, you're from New England. Cool. I guess. Oh my god, I cannot aim for shit. Like Einstein, Isaac Newton, Stephen Hawking, all these people who have thought we're geniuses are actually just a bunch of wrong people. Well, that would suck. But, I don't know, man. I can't help it. I can't help that. If that ended up being true, we would need to know. But then, I don't know. I don't think that's likely to ever happen. To find out that everything we think we know about science is just wrong. That doesn't sound like that'll ever realistically happen. I think we're more likely to find out that very small subtleties are wrong, and that we've just not figured out where the seams are, but that the general idea is probably correct. That tends to be more likely how things go. Based Poncho? As someone from Mexico, you've never heard it before? Yeah, but you're not a native English speaker. I guess that is a southern phrase. I don't know. Oh well. What are some of the advantages to doing hardcore world over survival? There is something of a challenge, but not too big of a challenge. Honestly, I don't really see it anymore. It's really kind of the same now for me. The two have kind of blurred together. Maybe I should have just done survival. Who knows? Oh well. Worst game you ever played was a Monopoly game with a close family. You can imagine how it ends. Oh yeah, you got monopolized, didn't you? Yeah, Monopoly is a game for the very, very patient. The patient strategist. If you can't do that, yeah, it'll be a pain. Heard Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga is fire. Skywalker Saga is fire. Thinking about checking it out. Okay. Yeah, the Lego Star Wars games I've heard are good. But I don't play Lego games. I don't really care. We would never know because humans are too cocky to accept the truth. No, we would figure it out eventually. To say we would never know is so defeatist. I would like to think there is enough of a thirst for truth still among the human race that we would still try to find the points on which we are wrong. Your average person may not be like that, but there are still people out there who yearn to know what truth is. And they've been pretty diligent about figuring it out. Maybe it's not so, so glamorous. Truth is found in everyday small bits. Small bits and bobs. Okay, I'm being retarded. I should be doing this to get back up on top of my my area instead of wasting rockets. This can't even be considered hard more because I load it back up and use a client. Yeah, a little bit. But I don't really care. I am enjoying it, and that's all that really matters to me. So yeah, maybe I should have just done survival. Whatever. Enjoy the ride. That's all that counts. The end result is going to be fun. The road to get there will be entertaining enough. I'll take that. I'll take that. Mother refuses to play Monopoly with us because your dad is so aggressive inside of it. Oh, wow. It rips family. Yeah, Monopoly and Mario Party are the two games I've heard of that destroy friendships the most. They are the two games, rather, that you probably shouldn't just bring for the sake of it. You should probably be more considerate of others. I heard way back in the day Trivial Pursuit was a game sort of like that, but nobody really plays Trivial Pursuit anymore, so it's whatever. If the universe cycles through nothing to somethingness to nothingness, then does that suggest we're not the first civilization to exist? Bada bing, S-Man. That is indeed what that implies. Good job on figuring out a fairly obvious facet of the universe. Not Richard Feynman. Oh my God, I've got to look his name up now. I'm awful. It's not Feynman. No, that's him. It's fuck, what was his name? Higgs. Is it Peter Higgs? No. It's not Higgs. Oh man. Roger Penrose, that's his name. Yeah, Roger Penrose has a good theory about that, how there have probably been other civilizations that existed in prior iterations of the universe, and if so, they might have been able to find a way to sneak photons into black holes such that they would spell out a message or, be something. And that would be a means of verifying whether or not other civilizations have existed. Something to that effect. Roger Penrose is a brilliant man. His father, funny enough, Roger Penrose's father, is responsible for meeting M.C. Escher and inspiring M.C. Escher to make, I believe it was Relativity, the drawing Relativity, Crazy Stairs as it's been called in pop culture before. Or it was either that or it was one of the M.C. Escher's works that M.C. Escher did a bunch of tessellation drawings where it would be an object transforming into another object. But they were like infinitely tileable, something like that. M.C. Escher did a lot of crazy things of that nature. Really good stuff. And so yeah, the Eschers and the Penroses have something of a history. In the future, humans will specifically be genetically engineered to have a specific role in society. I hope not. I hope any genetic engineering that occurs in the future will be to the benefit of the individual. Like fixing congenital defects and, preventing diseases and other betterments, increasing IQ, making people live longer, generally very good things, not evil utilitarian purposes, but like stuff that does something to help people live better lives, better quality of life, that kind of thing. I would hate for people to be a slave to some sort of genetically defined purpose, and then that's all they are for the rest of their lives. That's such a terrible thought to have. Not a world I want to live in. I hope we can prevent that, yeah. What, like a Terminator? Oh. Wait then, so what happens once the universe goes back to nothingness? It restarts and a new one starts in its place. We don't fully know yet. We've also theorized that black holes are the beginnings of new universes. So it may be that there's more than one, and that black holes... There's another theory that's going around, that universes that can produce black holes, or that are more likely to produce black holes, in turn give rise to yet more universes. And so there's a sort of natural selection type effect going on, whereby universes that are likely to produce some form of black hole, stars and complex matter, through natural selection, they give off more black holes, so they're more likely to reproduce and start new universes, which can then in turn create more intelligent life and things of that nature. It's not a perfect theory. Oh, shit. Falling. It's not a perfect theory, but it's an interesting step. Whether or not that is 100% the truth, it may be somewhere in the middle. Who really knows? But yeah, that's the idea. Oh, you're home, Gold Moon. Welcome back. Chris Chan versus Angry Video Game Nerd. I don't think Chris Chan's ever been on a crossover like that. I know Oni plays... Or no, it wasn't Oni plays. It was Psychic Pebbles. That was it. It was Psychic Pebbles with Smiling Friends. They wanted to have a Chris Chan crossover of some kind. And Chris Chan ended up being too hard to work with, and so they canned it. And then he diddled his mom. And then he got put in jail, and that was the end of it. Sorry if you had to learn that from me for the very first time. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to toggle that on. You saw nothing. It did not occur. Shit. There is no elytra. There is no fly. There is no client. It is all an illusion. Oh, I'm glad the party was fun, Gold Moon. Glad to have you here. Glad you enjoyed yourself. Think what you should use to stop degenerative diseases. Exactly. That is the best possible use of genetic engineering. Private individual use in a safe and hopefully effective manner. All right. Cool. Got the stair-step function down pat. A universe within a universe, possibly, but I don't think it would be within a universe. I think it's more... How do I put this? Sort of like a bubble forming on top of another bubble and then pinching off. And then the contents of the bubble are now separate from the contents of the other bubble, basically. That's pretty well the theory. Maybe I should look more into that. I've only... Oh, fucking hell. I keep jumping over the edge. Anyway, I keep... sorry, I'm not well-versed with the theory because I've only ever heard bits and pieces of it in passing. And I just go, oh, well, that's interesting. I wonder if it's true. But nobody's ever really championed it more. Roger Penrose seems to be about the only person doing it. So I'm not really paying too much attention to it. I don't know. There was alcohol, but you didn't drink. Good for you, Gold Moon. Good. Good, good. He was a pharmacy technician. Yeah. That was the job I used to do a long time ago. A whopping 2 years ago. Not really that long. Actually, speaking of pharmacy technician, so I was watching the local news the other day. This may or may not reveal something about me. Probably won't. I don't want to like give away where I live or anything. But I was watching the local news, and I just happened to see that there was a pharmacy. It was not the one that I worked for. It was across the street from where I worked. It had a sign posted up on its front doors saying where the customers who once used that pharmacy, where they could go to transfer their prescriptions and get better service elsewhere. And that apparently the doors were locked, nobody was inside, there was no activity, and the Christmas decorations were all still up. And I looked at that and I was like, oh my God, I know of that pharmacy. I'm not going to say the name for obvious reasons, but they were our biggest competition. They were right next door, and they delivered to the same places that I delivered to. And so I would frequently see their representatives out and about. And I was like, oh, holy shit. They closed their doors? They're gone. I couldn't believe that. I was just like, how on earth are they just gone? What happened there? The local news tried to call them and get a statement on the matter. Yeah, no, they went by the business itself. They went by the location. All of that. They said Christmas decorations were still out. So I'm betting they went to, they had their decorations up for Christmas and then probably closed around New Year's. And that was the end of it. And here we are 4 months into the year, and no one knew about this until now. There was no prior story on the matter, none of that. Just, boop, gone. They closed their doors. I have no idea what on earth that's all about. But yeah, wow. Crazy stuff. I imagine they probably went under due to a lack of business. Simply because a lot of regulations... The reason I got out of the pharmacy game is that a lot of really nasty regulations were coming down the pipe, in addition to the boss that I worked for. And so all these regulations were basically going to make small pharmacies impossible to run. You'd be running a pharmacy at basically at a loss. And so when that happens, you know, what can you do? You kind of have to fold up shop and just go, okay, bye. And that was the end of it. And so I don't think that would have happened to the pharmacy that I was working at. But I was like, there's no real future except standing in a fucking retail pharmacy at like Walgreens or CVS or wherever. And I worked for CVS for 6 months in like 2013. Fuck that shit. I'm never doing that again. So I was like, yeah, it's time for me to move on and find some other route by which to make a living. So I chose content creation, and I'd never look back. And that's how that is. If there were other civilizations that existed, then reincarnation could possibly be a phenomenon. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a type of reincarnation. Maybe not quite the way people think it. But, yeah, maybe. Who knows? So what about about the black holes at the center of our galaxy? I mean, what about it? I don't really know what to tell you about that. I don't know. There are plenty of people studying it. Most likely actually qualified people spend their time studying and writing research papers rather than simply, simplifying it for people. There are people who go into research papers and they do so with the explicit purpose of trying to make sense of it and break it down for the layman. That is a very real thing. What if one of those civilizations survived and managed to come into this universe? That'd be cool. I would love to see that. But how? You know? I don't know that you could really truly do that. But I guess we'll see. It's not like terribly, pressing or anything. Okay, it's just come to my attention that I need to answer some questions, because people have been asking me questions and I've not gotten to them. I've been a bad boy. Where did I put that? There they are. Okay. Is my computer secretly working for the CIA? No. No, I'm not a glowy. My computer is not glowy tech. It's not tied to the CIA in any way that I'm aware of. So as far as I know, I do not glow in the dark, and I do not have any governmental anything. Of course, I will fully admit up front that if I was, you wouldn't know it. The answer to that question would still be the same. If I was lying, I would still say no, I'm not. Like, there's no way for you to really know without you also having glowy connections of your own. So, realistically, asking that question is pointless because you'll never get a good answer. That's like asking somebody if they're lying and you have no way of verifying what they're saying. Like, I could tell you I'm the Prince of Mars, and if there's no way for you to verify that information, well, how do you know? If I was lying, I'm not going to say I'm just lying. Like, obviously not. So no, my computer is not CIA. I am not CIA. But like, if I was, I wouldn't tell you. I wouldn't agree to it. I wouldn't admit it. Like, duh. Asking a question like that is just silly. You're never going to get the answer of, yes, I'm a CIA agent. I glow in the dark. You should What does somebody even do when they find out that somebody is CIA? Like, what would you guys do if I was actually CIA though, or a Fed or some other something or another? Like, if that came out and that I truly was, what the fuck would you do? Like, what would it even matter? Would that change anything about me, or about you, or about life? Do I like donuts? Of course. CVS is better? Not by much. CVS and Walgreens are both equally hellish. You do not want to be at a CVS or a Walgreens if you can help it. Because nothingness and somethingness can coexist with each other. No, they cannot coexist. That's not quite how that works. You're using Windows, so yes. Ouch. I felt that, Ta. I felt that burn, and I respect it. Because, well, you have to have an unbelievable amount of paranoia to be so concerned with Windows this, CIA that, government this, Apple that. So much so that you decide that running Arch is a viable alternative. Like, yeah, sure, I guess, but realistically, I don't think it matters. You are fighting a battle that is meaningless. I'm not going to say your points are incorrect, just that there's not a hell of a lot that anyone can do. I thought that bubble theory, I'm thinking is once the breaks off, it starts vibrating a different frequency that human eyes can't see. We start vibrating a different well, I don't know that vibrating is the right phrase. But maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. That would be cool if you could go to another universe by simply attuning to its frequency. But I don't think it's that simple. I'd be very shocked if it was that simple. But you're thinking, Bong. You're thinking. I appreciate it. You should keep thinking. Randomizers are amazing. Just one of the hardest bosses, which is also the least favorite. Got a useless item in an Elden Ring. Damn, dude. I'm so sorry you didn't get paid the appropriate item for your efforts. I'm sorry, Sam. Maybe go to whatever locations you can go to with whatever items you're afforded. Because you just eliminated a good boss, so I don't know. The Fed is probably put into protection. I don't know. I would ask about 9/11. What about it? Like, there's not much to say about 9/11. I mean, I haven't gotten anything done. Or I haven't done anything bad, so I have nothing to worry about. Oh, yeah, okay. Good. Then you can track down your brother? No, I doubt it. Being CIA would not magically allow me to do things just because. Not that I am CIA. I am not admitting to being CIA. I have nothing to do with them. They have nothing to do with me. It's really just silliness at the end of the day. But hey, good question. Know your unspoken riz and links with funny people. I could be in jail. No, not really. You yourself have not done anything wrong, Poncho. I highly doubt you could be in jail. Good idea, or good try, though. Nice try on trying to convince me. Vibrating? Sus, no. I think he means the frequency at which atoms vibrate. Jack, what would you rate the original Doom on from a scale of 1 to 10? It's a solid 8. It still holds up. The controls are a little sluggish and tanky, but, like, it works. It's still a great game. Even 30 almost years later. Or wait, no, it has been 30 years, hasn't it? Oh, fuck. When was Doom released? December 10th, 93. Okay, so it's coming up on 30 years. At the end of the year, Doom will be 30 years old. Damn. Wonder what they'll do for the 30th. Well, yeah. Like, Doom is still good because it knows how to be a game. It's not concerned with you know, putting on airs or trying to appeal to this or that. Like, it sets a standard and then says, okay, player, meet my expectations. Rise to the occasion. Or die. And that's it. And then you do or you don't. And that's the end of it. And in my opinion, Doom has not forgotten how to be a game. Which, considering that they've not changed it, even with the umpteen millionth ports and remasters and such, yeah, of course it's still a good game. Like, it was a good game in 93, and it was a good game in 2003, and it was a good game in 2013, and it'll be still a good game in 2023. Just like it'll be a good game in 2043, and 2020-23, and 2020-2023. It's a good game, and that's pretty well timeless. I hope that it's not the type of game people forget. However many years down the line the human race may exist. Thank you on the first few people that tell you to keep thinking. Oh, okay. At least the boss won't spawn anywhere else. I was dreading fighting it, but this is the first time you actually beat it on your own. Okay, well, good. Plus, you have that muscle memory of fighting and losing to that boss a lot. So, that too. The police trying to find him at the moment? Good lord, what happened to him? Whenever I made suggestions, people keep telling you to dream on, like Steven Tyler. No. I don't like to thumb my nose up at suggestions. If people have ideas and thoughts, I like them being, expressed. I don't want to discourage you from giving me your opinions. Doom 2 is also a fantastic game. It's about the same as Doom 1, really. Shouldn't talk about this. Your sister might know stuff. Okay, yeah, don't talk about it if you shouldn't be. I hope your brother's okay, though. At the end of the year, Dream On will be a 50-year-old song. Good lord. It's amazing to think that so many things integral to my life are getting older. And, like, really old now. But that's how it is. Have I ever been in jail? No, I've not. I've been to a jail. Funny enough, in early 2020, I got jury duty. And it was a grand jury, actually. And apparently something that grand juries do is they weigh on cases and they decide whether or not a case goes to trial. But also they have the right to inspect prisons, as it turns out. So we went to the local jailhouse and inspected it. And yeah, that was it. And we got a tour of the prison facility. We were shown all the long-term prisoners. Yeah, it was a shithole. What do you expect? Don't want to go there. Don't want to be in jail. But that's it. That's about all there is to it, really. There were people who... people who'd murdered people who were there. There were people who were, thieves, career criminals. Just all types. And that's that. I mean, there really isn't much else to say. I think you did tell me, but I may have forgotten, Gold Moon. What's my favorite Legend of Zelda? Majora's Mask. I love the tone and theming of Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask has always captured my imagination. I like the idea of you have a Link who is in a very unique position. He was an adult, and now he has to be a kid again. But, like, he's still an adult at heart, and you can kind of tell. And so he goes around this foreign country, or foreign world, rather, just solving problems. And he's trying to get out of the Groundhog Day loop. And that's it. It's interesting. I heard someone call the prequels the old Star Wars films, and I just felt like crying. Oh my gosh. Well, now, to me, the old Star Wars films are the original trilogy. The good ones. The ones that are universally loved and not reviled, like the sequel trilogy. You have the prequel trilogy, the sequel trilogy, and the good ones. And whether or not you are a true nerd, you, well, you know. I thought I hated Steven Tyler. Yes, I do. But I heard that song a lot growing up. Which is why I hate Steven Tyler. I heard that damn song too many times. And also, I don't like Steven Tyler's voice just in general. But that's just me. But anyway, no, it's not a level 5 prison. I think it's just the local county jail. It's not really, like, high level. It's not really concerning. It's just, if you fuck up, you'll go there simply because they've got nowhere else to put you. It's not a terribly large jail facility. It's not, like, superimposing. I don't think they had even guard towers. Or if they did, they only had one. Something like that. You'll DM it to me. Okay. Favorite Zelda is tied with Skyward Sword and Twilight Princess. Okay. Twilight Princess was good too. I was impressed by Twilight Princess. I liked the atmosphere of Twilight Princess, but it always felt off to me because I'd played Wind Waker before. And so I was expecting something more along the lines of Wind Waker. But now I don't know. I may or may not replay it soon. I haven't yet. Okay, I've got to go back to my bed and rest because I'm going to get dogged by phantoms here very shortly. And also I need to reset my Ender Pearl that I foolish samurai, foolishly misplaced. Hate your family? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Gold Moon. I don't hate my family at all. One of the biggest serial killers and prison escapees spent some time there. Wow. Cool story, Ani. Apparently Tyler ruptured his vocal cords while doing a Dream On a few years ago. Still performing today, really? Wow. Yes, I love my family too, S-Man-chan. You grew up around drug dealers. Jesus Christ, man. I'm sorry. Well, you know, you can't pick your family, I suppose. Why do I... No, I don't hate Steven Tyler personally. I just don't like his voice. I don't like his singing style. I don't know much of anything about him as a person. I don't know anything about him personally. I just don't like his music. I don't like Aerosmith, and I'm not a fan of having to hear, you know, Dream On 50 million times. To be fair, that's not Steven Tyler's problem, and that's certainly not anything I had control over. So, well. Grew up in a wealthy town. Grew up with no father and a messed up mother. Good lord, I'm sorry, Gold Moon. Watched your dad flatline when he was 9? Oh my god. I'm so sorry, Chase. You guys... I didn't have it hard like you guys did. I'm so sorry. I wish life had been more kind to you. But that's all right. You may not be able to pick where you start, but you can certainly pick where you finish. Or how you finish. Son of a bitch. Anyway, By any chance, do one of the drug dealers have no hair, a beard, and resolution of the chemistry teacher? No, I don't think that's a real person. I'm sorry. I don't think Heisenberg was based on a real person. What happens, or what happened to that disclaimer of all resemblances to real people is coincidental and fictional? None of the following is real. Like, I feel like as a society, we've kind of lost track of what is real and what isn't. And this is coming from an anime fan. Like, you know that it's a bad situation if an anime fan is speaking up about that. Like, damn, dude. We can't fully 100% distinguish. Or rather, that's something we kind of don't want to accept or want to acknowledge, maybe? I don't know, man. Heisenberg was based on Heisenberg. No. No, he took the name Heisenberg after the physicist. Shit. I wish I could place these stairs in a slightly less wonky way. Heisenberg, yeah. Fire. Is the ice cube or the crystal freezing emoji, whatever that is that meant to be the meth? The meth that was blue or whatever? No, it's not possible, the age gap. Oh, okay. Had a friend called Jesse. Okay, sure. Sure, whatever, man. And name every single anime. Well, we already did. Last stream, we talked about Full Metal Alchemist, Cowboy Bebop, Gunsmith Cats. What else did we talk about? Golden Boy, I think, was mentioned. We mentioned Monster. Monster was another really good one that I was talking about, although I haven't seen it. I was told to watch it. I mentioned the Fate series. I mentioned just a bunch of shit like that, yeah. I'm from the northern north. I'm from New England, yes. Favorite movie? Oh boy. Favorite real-life movie? You know, live action. Probably Aliens. Or well, no, the original Alien. But Evil Dead 2 really comes close. I loved Evil Dead 2. It was such a good movie. Yeah, Ice Cube, yes. We got that blue meth. I got that blue meth. Yes, yes. Let me find it. Let me find a good pic of it. Yeah, I've got it all right here. Let me just save this real fast. I'm gonna give myself some. Hold on. Okay. I just got to remove the background real fast. And there we go. Export that bad boy. What? Rip Tiders is dead, guys. We made an hour ago. This is a huge moment for... Oh, I see what you're doing. You got to grief whoever it was you wanted revenge on or some shit, right, Mike? Okay. Well, that's nice. That's cool. I don't really give a shit. But I'm glad you got your revenge. There we go. Yeah, see, now I have my own blue meth. Got it right here. I'll eat it like candy. Probably. I don't know. It's beautiful, thank you. Yes, welcome, Mike. 70s film, best movies for you? Alien or Taxi? Or Taxi Driver? Yeah, Alien has to take the cake for how subtle it was. Aliens is another really good one, just because it follows up on the story, gives a nice action twist to the whole mess. And yeah. Man, I love the song. Cardi B then comes on. Aw. Let's see here. Blue kisses chocolate. What is it with you and kisses? Like, I love chocolate, but I'm not into Hershey's Kisses, man. Why are you so Hershey's Kisses obsessed? What is it with you and Hershey's Kisses, Poncho? I love blue meth. I eat it like candy. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna eat this wondrous candy. Got it right here in my hand. Probably. I don't know. Nom 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 nom. There. It's all gone. It's all better. I'm completely immune to the effects of it, however. What about Jaws? I've never seen Jaws. I've heard good things about it, but I never actually bothered to watch it. And well, I'm sure it's fine. What about the Halloween movies, or Nightmare on Elm Street, or blah, 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 blah? Honestly, Alien is superior in terms of horror, simply because Alien presents a unique enough... Oh, shit. Oh, man, that was a big lightning strike. Anyway, Alien presents a unique enough scenario that, like, it's the same sort of outline of a horror setting, but with something different about it. You don't fully know what you're up against. In Jaws, you know it's a shark. In Nightmare on Elm Street, you know it's the killer. In Halloween, again, you know it's the killer. But there are just so many different... Oh, shit. I even see where that struck now. Anyway, yeah, in so many different movies, you know who or what the killer is. It's not a shock. It's not a big reveal. But in Alien, you don't ever get to fully see the monster. Not until they ruin it in Aliens, but yeah. Jaws is fucking amazing. A true cinematic masterpiece. Good. I do actually want to see it. I've just not had much of a drive to see it. So I don't know. Maybe someday it'll be free on YouTube with ads. And with an ad blocker, I'll just have free on YouTube. I pirate movies through YouTube. But no, not really. Can the Avatar do the rock eyebrow raise? I think so. Let me try. Is it doing it? No, it's really not. I'm looking at the playback and it's taking time for the playback to loop back around. It can kind of sort of do it, but not really. Not as fully. I may need to tinker around in the settings on VTube Studio to get that to work. Oh god. Yeah, here we go. Camera tracking, eye blinking, blink sensitivity should probably be eye open sensitivity, mouth, brow sensitivity. Yeah, let me put that up. Oh, is it pairing it? Let me see if it's pairing it. Set resolution smoothed. Configure display lighting. No. Whoops, wrong thing. There are a lot of settings here you can do and mess with, so it's like... Oh, man. Yeah, I see now. Wow. Use physics, legacy physics. Let me put the physics up higher. I can get my hair to wobble, and everything else to wobble on me. Wind strength. What does this even do? Dragging physics. If I move around, that doesn't seem to like do very much. Face left limit range. Ah, okay. Yeah, a little bit. Smoothing, put max smoothing. What about no smoothing? Smoothing doesn't seem to do anything. Auto blink, auto breathe. I was never really certain what exactly some of these do. Face up down rotation. Okay, so these are the input settings, and it'll sort of maximize the input settings. Face lean. Versus minimizing. Okay, that's much better. It feels more reactive. I haven't really fully tinkered with these settings like I probably should have by now, so. Yes, I know you can see that. I'm not stupid, Goldmoon. I smile. What on earth is that? Yeah, it still doesn't. Eye open left limit. Okay, so if I do this. That's so weird. It's not like... Maybe not so much smoothing. Oh, God. Okay. Okay, so these are all the, Ah, that's what the smoothing does. Okay. So no smoothing for the eye opens. Okay, my blinking is more snappy and crisp. Smooth that just a tiny bit. Yeah, that's so much more like how it actually is. IX. Nah. IY, brow height left. But that's odd. Why is it still linking my... Like, my eyebrows don't function independent, nor do my eyes. Like, if I close my left eye, it can't actually see that the right eye is still open. So winking is so difficult to pull off. Like... Body rotation... Yeah, that'll work. Mouth smile, mouth open. Blushing, I don't have blush. Auto breathing. Wait a minute, if I turn off auto breathing... Oh, it doesn't bob up and down. I see. Yeah, it can't catch my, it can't actually catch breathing, so it has to sort of simulate it. Because if not, it doesn't really do anything at all. Interesting. I was not aware of a lot of these parameters. Match fan. Okay, physics strength. I guess up some of that. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's cool, I guess. Movement config. Okay, so it must be putting me off center somewhat. Everything is 0, 0, 0, so it's at the center. Okay. Cool. Fun stuff to mess with. I can do other things here. So yeah, the blink sensitivity... Open eye sensitivity should probably be about the same. But see, it's still linking my eyes together. Like, one cannot open independent of the other. I'm gonna have to look up how to do that. Oh shit, I just suddenly realized I'm not in game. I've not been paying any attention to in-game stuff. Oh, and... exit out of that. My bad. Sorry about that. Anyway, make him dab. I haven't animated any sort of dabbing, so that's not going to happen. But getting the conditions right, or getting the settings right is important. Watch out, Jack. A phantom is throwing you off the edge next to a charged creeper. No, I've not been up long enough for phantoms, right? There shouldn't be any phantoms yet. Shit. Well. Sleep? Yes, I was trying to wink. You are correct. Let me get Dallas and Ellie up here. Aw. Oh, they pushed each other off. Huh. Didn't expect that. Ah. Tasty. Oh boy, a free feather. I'm so glad I got a singular feather. Oh god. Oh, I know what... Oh, okay, so you know what cats tend to do? They will kill little animals sometimes and bring them to you as an offering. I found one such offering on my back door. Right there. Right down there on the little mat. It was a dead mouse, probably a field mouse. Like, only barely bigger than the palm of my hand. Big enough. And yeah, it was disgusting. I'm sure it was Dallas, because he's the hunter. He'll do stuff like that. Ellie is too fat. She stays inside 99% of the time. But it had to have been Dallas. He had to have gotten a big, well, big for a mouse, you know, gotten it and taken it back. What's going to happen on debut? I'm going to show off the model more. Oh, I need to make the shrugging. I forgot to make the shrugging animations. I've got to figure out how to do that too. The debut is really kind of just a formality, in all honesty. I should probably stop using the model till then, just to build up some hype. So maybe this will be the last time you see it for a little while. I don't know. Dead mouse, yes. Yeah, they sleep on beds. I like that. That's a very nice touch. I'm glad that Mojang gave cats some sort of functionality or character, you know. Isn't Mississippi a Texas rival? I don't fucking care. Why would I call my cat Dallas? I'm not being communist by calling him a name I like. Like, that's not anything special. My favorite protagonist from one of the movies I watched as a kid was Corbin Dallas from The Fifth Element. That's where I got the name, you dip. You silly, silly man. Do live on the third story. Dogs can teleport. No, you didn't make me mad. It's more of a, why are you bringing up a reason only you would care about? Nobody cares about sports, Ani. Nobody except you and maybe Pancho. sports are not that special. I'm just going to be real with you. Dallas, Texas. Yeah, I know. It's also this name of a city. And there are not 5 elements. There are 118 or possibly more. I call communist. Are you calling me a liar, Ani? Do I need to take you out back? There are not 5th elements. You've never seen the movie Fifth Element? Communist, are you sure you want to continue with that? You didn't do anything, Poncho. Don't worry. You're good. Don't make me. Don't make me shoot you. I'll put it away, but you'll incur my ire. Okay, I'm almost to the top of this segment up here. You don't like sports? Oh, okay. Neither do I. Most people don't like sports, yes. Everything Poncho answered, no. I like how the periodic table is no here close to being complete. I don't know that we could ever fully complete it. But, like, for all intents and purposes, all the stable elements have pretty well been discovered. I don't think super heavy elements exist. I can be wrong, but I'm fairly certain that we would see them in nature at some point if they did. And we just don't. The heavier beyond, 90 elements, they start to tear themselves apart due to the strong and weak nuclear force interactions. I think it's the weak nuclear force? I still get those two mixed up. But yeah, they don't play well, and so they go and they pop like a balloon, like a poorly made balloon animal. 119 is discovered and a new periodic table started and then being incomplete again. I mean, again, you can discover an element, but it's not quite the same as having it to use. Because like all the ones above 99 or some shit, they tear themselves apart very quickly in like microseconds or less. Well, actually, way less. How many more layers of stair are left? Probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more layers left to go. 3 sets of 3. I know it's boring, but I chose this life. I chose the work that I have. Now I must deal with it. Die with it. But if I die, Poncho Hamster will just accuse this of all being pre-recorded. So I can't even die. Ugh. What a wretched existence. I'll try going 3 at a time just to see if that speeds anything up. Oh my fucking... Yeah, this bothers the hell out of me. I hate that. Missing a placement and it just goes sideways. Or, I mean, not sideways, but wrong ways. Fuck. I need that mod that allows me to place stairs instantly in the right configuration. Just for my own sanity. See what I mean? Fuck. Doing them one at a time like this seems to work more accurately. I don't make as many mistakes and I don't have to correct as much. You're gonna head out? Okay, take care, Setsuna. Thanks for coming out. Hope you enjoyed. And if you are enjoying, please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, etc., etc. I've been told I've got to periodically say that, just because. I wonder why Mojang thought it would be a good idea to make baby zombies stronger and more powerful than the big ones. They didn't make them more powerful, they just made them faster. And in a way, that does kind of make them more powerful because they are capable of hitting you, and they can hit and run really easily. But I wouldn't say they're more powerful. They have the same armor rating, the same damage and health pool. They're just a pain because they move faster. But Mojang likely decided they needed to give some sort of a zombie variant an edge against players, maybe? Because, you know, if there were no zombies out there that could really truly give you a run for your money, well, what would be the point? You know, the game's got to get a little bit more complicated. Minecraft is very easy to not die in. Although I'm probably speaking as someone who has played the game for 13 years, so I'm a little biased. But, like, yeah, Minecraft is not the game that you worry about dying in. It's especially if you got good gear and a good head on your shoulders, you can avoid dying. Like, as evidenced by the fact that the last time I died was really just a complete accident. Use Easy Place? Is that a thing? I don't think that's actually on here. Give me more information on Easy Place, Universon. Fast use. I'm not seeing Easy Place. Unless it's a Lightmatica thing. Oh, no. I'm not using a thing. Or wait, yeah, this is... Yeah, that's Easy Place. No, yeah, like, that's not gonna do it, man. I'm not using a schematic. I'm past that point. This was schematic from over there because I just wanted a copy of that wall. And then the little connector pieces at the bottom that make it more hexagonal. Yeah, that was all schematic. But like this wall is brand new. I've not designed it yet. So I'm doing it the hard way because I haven't made anything. There's nothing to do. Do I like Oreos? Oreos are alright. Honestly, I'm a sugar fiend, so any source of sugar is probably fine. Sugary snacks, I'm all over that. Double stuffed Oreos, yes. I like those. Regular double stuffed Oreos are perfectly fine. Perfectly serviceable. Another silly question. Am I John Wick? I've never actually seen a John Wick movie, so no, obviously I'm not John Wick. But like, I don't understand the obsession. Should I see a John Wick movie? I know they're not recent, so I could probably find them easily. Do I drink coffee? Of course. I love coffee. I drink a really good blend rather, of coffee. It's New Orleans blend by Community. Community brand coffee is amazing. It has chicory in it, and oh, nothing can beat the taste of chicory. Just nothing. Fuck the John Wick question. I'm talking about coffee. But yeah, coffee is a miracle. I can't not drink coffee. Gonna cry, he reads everything but the actual useful chat comments. Yes, I forgot that's what that was, Universon. Here, I'll go back up and read yours, Poncho. More information about Easy Place and build stuff. Okay. Experiences kinetic energy. Yes, that did happen. Check Discord. All right, let me take a real quick peek in there. I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, no, it's not in the building segment, whatever it is you were referring to. Build inspiration. Oh, you've not finished putting it in there. I see now. I see you typing in there, Poncho. Wacha! Type faster. I'll download the PNG of a whip and make you go quicker. Why does that give me an easy mode? I don't need that on anyway. I'm not placing anything in a schematic, so there's not anything I can do. Here? Oh, I didn't see this. Alright, give me a sec. Plugging my headphones back in. You want me to make a bunch of slime block stuff? Seriously? Okay. And then just destroy. Okay. Yeah, I suppose I should do it that way, shouldn't I? That's better. Okay, yeah, that's not bad. Well, thank you for the idea, Poncho. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, fuck. I hate missing and jumping off the edge on accident. Okay. I'll do it like this, so that there's no extra bit to remove at the end. So just give me a moment. I have to do it this way. Did Andrew hide your message? I don't think so. Why? I don't know. What would make you suspect that? Chicory equals chicken plus hickory. No, that is not what chicory is. Chicory is a type of bark on a plant. Where does chicory come from? It's native to Western Asia, North Africa, and Europe. Oh, it's a wild plant on the roadsides in Europe. The plant was brought to North America by early European colonists. It's common in China, Australia, where it has become naturalized. Okay. So yeah, it's an herbaceous perennial. Okay, so it's an herb. Well, still. It's a pretty cool tasting plant when you roast it and put it into coffee beans, and then you steep it in hot water. It's good. It's good stuff. Highly recommend. Hey, Romat. Mega build base? Yes. You're Indonesian. Ah, well. Selamat pagi. I hope I said that right. Well, actually, it's night for me. But it wouldn't be night for you, I guess. Obviously. Oh, hey, Bacchus Gamer. Heading out? Okay, heading to bed. Yeah. Take care, man. Thought Andrew hit it because of the nuked fan server channels after you sent a message in there. I thought he did the same thing with your message I've sent. Oh, no. It's 10 p.m.? Well, yeah, for you. It's 12 p.m. for me, or 12 a.m. for me. But I'm going to finish this section of wall here. At least for now. Oh my god, this is a pain. Also, what is this fucking track? You go bye-bye. There we go. The music was bothering me a bit. For you, it's 1 in the morning. Wow. Yeah, that's how it is when you're in the Eastern time zone. Let me fix the flooring. Seven in the morning for you, Luca. Yeah, you're in Australia, I believe. I hid those channels. Your message just made me realize I messed up the perms. Oh, that's what happened, Universin. Well, live and learn. Mystery solved. Little Chase, you need to sleep. Yeah, probably a good idea. I know I need to sleep soon, but not until I get this damn wall fixed. Ooh. You didn't see it there, but I sneezed. Okay. Let me see if I can't bounce onto the top of this. Perfect. Now then, let me resume my questions, Doc. Is Elon Musk living in my walls? No, but he's living on my internet. In my internet browser. He lives on Twitter, apparently. Come to think of it, we haven't heard of a Twitter happening in a while, have we? With Elon being in charge. Well, aside from the whole push to, you know, verify your account and all that, and buy Twitter Blue and so on and so forth. Which I may end up having to do. I don't know. Suppose I could write it off as a business expense or something. Still feels wrong to have to do that, but oh well. Need to sleep soon. Spring break ends this Monday. Ooh, yeah, you got to get into the correct habit of going to bed. That's a tough one. Good night, Poncho. Take care. Don't hamster yourself too hard. Elon destroys the purpose of the verification. Yeah, exactly. That was not good. There was probably a more tactful way to do it, but I don't know. I can't say, as I'm not in control of things. So maybe there was no good way to do it, to dismantle the whole system. Oh well. Not my problem. I'm happy I don't have to untangle that web. POV, you are now Elon Musk and must make Twitter a good place again. What is the first thing you do? God, what a nightmare that would be. But yeah, no, Elon does not live in my walls, and I'm glad he doesn't. Can your air conditioner warp time in reality? What? Weird. I'm not answering that. That's retarded. Are you familiar with the SCP Foundation? Yes, I have seen SCP stuff. I remember when SCP stuff began. It was a creepypasta on X. And everybody was like, yeah, this is a really cool idea. Let's expand on it. And for a time, it was good. And then everybody kind of got really, really into it. And then young kids, a.k.a. you Zoomers, got a hold of it and just absolutely ruined all notions of balance and interest the SCP stuff could have had. And then it became its own cringy fan base, and that's pretty well the end of it. I didn't stick around too long after 2009. It stopped being cool, and people started being way too cringy with it. Oh, crap. I need that stair. Elon, now we are adding new check mark to reduce immersion or impersonation. I mean, I guess. I still get the impression that the blue check mark is something of a verification ID, but like not much of one. I don't know. We'll see how it all goes. I really do want it to do well. Like, I don't want everything to flounder and do terribly. Ah, shit. Oh, time to open up a new stack of rockets. But it seems that the powers that be are almost perpetually incompetent. Or misguided in some manner. And as a result, things don't always really go the way we want them to. I was deleted altogether. Well, now, he spent billions of dollars acquiring Twitter. He can't just delete it. He has to make his money back. Elon Musk is not the richest man in the world because he buys shit up and then burns it. And then that's just the end of it. Somebody else would have just made a new Twitter anyway, and it would have become just as much a cesspit as the old one. So no, that would be a really, really bad idea. That would not accomplish the goal. Oh, fuck. Keep doing that. Every method of placing these damn stairs has another problem to it. Some sort of issue that sidetracks me and prevents me from successfully managing to place them in the right order or the right configuration. I may just have to do a creative mode version where everything is as I want it to be. Use World Edit to paste it all in and then make a schematic of it. And then just use that in hardcore. For annoyingly long, complex things like this. I don't know, I feel like that's kind of cheating if I don't do a little bit of designing by hand in survival. Whatever. They're going to be a Backrooms movie. Oh yeah, that's right. Did I see your question, Gold Moon? Let me look. Is there supposed to be mobs falling from that gray thing? Yes, that's the Iron Golem farm. Making his money back by decreasing the value by half and scaring away all the advertisers. Yeah, no comment on that. That was not a very good move. I don't know quite exactly how he could have done it better. But it's kind of obvious what he was doing wasn't the way to do it. Oh well, not my problem. Like I said, I want it to do well. I don't want everything to fall to pieces and be awful. But at the same time, I don't know how to do nearly enough to make things right. It may be that there is no right answer, and that no matter what you do, there will always be, things will always be shit. because the world has been reduced to that for now. Fuck nuggets. Will you fucking place? Just slot into the correct configuration. Son of a bitch. Okay. That is such a cool view. To kind of just fly here and there. Oh, you can't fly in and out. I was hoping I could like bob and weave, fly around like that, but you can't do that. Yeah, fixing that edge over there isn't gonna be easy. Yeah, right there, you can see the line. Then I've got to raise it up a bit more. Oh my god, then I've got to go all the way up to there. Not fun. Maybe I could do a sort of inverted version of this triangle shape at the very top and then have it come down. Maybe. Oh man. Just to fire Lady Agnes. You want your toxic cesspool back? What is wrong with you, Ta? Why do you want that back? Wish Mojang would make it so that you can configure what you want upside down stairs and slabs. You just press a button. Yes, please. Oh well, higher dream instead. Possibly. Fuck nuggets. Yes, that is a new one. I made it up on the spot because it was annoying the shit out of me. Oh, I should get more food out as well. What the? Put those back. World's largest organ that could play some nice tunes. Make an emote of the avatar cracking his fingers. Ooh. I don't know how I would do that. Maybe. Oh my god, I am tired. I'm just going to do one more question. Is Pop Bob actually an entity that you keep locked in a magnetic field barrier? No. Pop Bob is an overweight man in New York State who believes himself to be something he cannot be. Well, at any rate. All right. Now then. I'm done for the evening. I'm burned out on trying to place stairs. They're a fucking pain in the ass. I'm not happy with how it looks yet. And getting it there is going to be a nightmare. Ah well. We'll step to it one bit at a time. But at any rate, guys, thank you all so much for coming out and watching. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, I've docked where Pop Bob is. Fuck that guy. I don't give a shit about him. Yeah, he lives in New York State. I don't give a fuck about him. Anyway, yeah. Y'all have a good evening. I will catch you all Monday. Please just use printer for the stairs. Yeah, I'm going to have to make a schematic to do that. It kind of feels like cheating, but at this point, I've placed enough stairs that I don't think it fucking matters. So yeah, y'all have a great evening. Bye-bye. Catch y'all tomorrow, or sorry, Monday, for Terraria. Y'all have a good evening. Take care. Have a good Easter. Goodbye.